Well, we're in Tampa Bay right now. They're doing some kind of outdoor yoga class over there. There's people jogging over there. Yeah. Not really used to seeing that kind of stuff outside. Well, people jogging, yeah, but outdoor yoga, yeah, you don't see that up north. We go snowshoeing, we go fat biking, we do stuff like that. So, one thing that's been on my mind is like, for this whole starting videos and sharing them on YouTube and all that crap. A lot of people ask and want to know more about my pictures and my photography and if I'm selling prints and making books and puzzles out of pictures and stuff like that. I really should be promoting my photography more, but right now obviously I'm not. I do it for myself. I don't mind sharing all my pictures on Facebook so everybody can see them and see the adventures that I'm on, and that's kind of what spawned these little videos, is so that people can see what I'm out doing. Oh, yeah, these are palm trees, because we're in Florida. They have palm trees down here. We don't have palm trees up north. No palm trees. Palm trees, it would be cool to find one with a coconut. I don't know which ones have coconuts, if there's a difference. But yeah, palm trees. So one thing I was thinking about was the difference between a snapshot, a photograph, and an actual piece of art. Snapshot is basically just that, a snapshot. Anyone can take a snapshot. An actual photograph, though, should have a subject, should have feeling, should have a story behind it. And a piece of art, well, that's, I guess, up to the person looking at it. I've looked at thousands of photos and watched thousands of tutorials on photos, and I don't know, I just go take pictures, and if they turn out, they turn out. Like with my editing, using Lightroom, and basically all I do in Lightroom is bring up a little bit of contrast, take the highlights down a little bit, up the shadows, a little bit of white, a little bit of black, some vignette. I know I use a lot of vignette. Almost every single picture that I do has a vignette in it. But I think it's just that moody, that trying to tell a story, a feeling in the picture, trying to draw the viewer's eye into what I was looking at, what I was seeing, trying to make them feel the way I felt when I was looking at the picture, when I was looking at the scene, I should say. Yeah, just random thought right there. Oh, and I'm also walking on a dock. For people to park their boats on the river, and then they can go to, I don't know, whatever this place is where I'm meeting my niece for lunch. Another question that I get asked all the time is, what camera should I buy? And my response is usually, well, what's your budget? And they usually come back with something like $500 or maybe up to $1,000. And at that, I usually tell them, just stay with your smartphone until you can. It all depends on what you want to shoot. If you want to actually print your pictures bigger than 11 by 17, then you need to actually buy, a real camera. But if you don't plan on printing your stuff and you just want to post on Instagram and Facebook, then yeah, just use your phone. Don't even waste your money. Now, on the other hand, if you do have the money, it's all personal preference. If you want Sony, Nikon, Canon, Fuji, I'd stay away from Olympus. It's my personal preference. But the rest of them, I've owned them all. I've owned Canon, I've owned Sony, I've owned Fuji, I've owned Nikon, I've shot with all of them. Right now, I'm back to Sony and Canon. Absolutely in love with them. I've got Sony R5, the host of lenses. I've got the, did I say Sony? I mean Canon R5. I don't even know what I have. Sony A7R4, which is just a monster, 62 megapixels. And recently I just bought the Sony A1, and wow, 50 megapixels, 30 frames a second, just a monster of a camera. But it was also $6,000 just for the body. So I mean, you get what you pay for. My primary focus, as most people can tell from looking at my Facebook, is wildlife and landscape photography. Hate shooting people. Absolutely hate the idea of wedding photos and senior pictures. Now, street photography, I'd like to get more into street photography. I'd like to get more into a journalistic style of photography. Someday. Yeah. Maybe later on today, after lunch, when I have time, if I find someplace quiet, I'll break out the gear and show you what I got. Here in Sarasota now, sitting on Siesta Keys Beach, got Sony A7R4 with the Sigma 24-70 2.8. Hoping for a sunset. It's looking promising. If the shot turns out, I'll post it right after this. One of my other conundrums is tripods. Trying to find a good tripod that makes me happy has been a struggle. I have had, I don't even know how many, 30, maybe 40 different tripods. Again, like everything else with the photography, you get what you pay for. It's funny, in a lot of people's videos, they'll show themselves using a tripod, setting it up, and using a 2 or 3 second delay on the shutter, and I don't do that. I hardly ever use my tripod. I know I should be using it more, but it's just not my style of shooting. I'm all over the place, finding different angles, different aspects of light, different, just everything. And thank you to my whole 2 subscribers on YouTube. No idea who you are, but thank you. I know I suck at making videos. I'm learning, I'm trying, I'm getting better. It's a totally different format than just taking photos. So again, to my 2 subscribers, thank you.